What is up? Welcome back to another episode of It's in the Details. As always, please remember to share, like, subscribe, rate, review, comment wherever you get the show. Your support is appreciated. It's a gloomy day in the city. Can you indulge a brother and listen to me talk about some musicals? I like musicals. I do. I don't purport myself to be a person who's seen a bunch of musicals. I've seen several. I like most of them. I think I liked all of them. I believe my first musical is probably the musical you should see the earliest, big musicals. And that is Sound of Music. I didn't see Sound of Music until I was probably almost 30. Late 20s, probably, is when I first saw Sound of Music. A partner at the time was really into or enjoyed Sound of Music, and I decided I'd be a good boyfriend, bought some tickets, took us to see Sound of Music. I am so happy it was my introduction to Sound of Music, that I didn't watch that little rinky-dink 4-hour TV program that they release for us every Christmas. It's not even a Christmas thing, but they release Sound of Music for us every year. I avoid it. And the first time I watched it, it was in the theater, and it was fantastic. The live experience was great. Some of the best singers I've ever had sing in front of me were walking up and down the aisles while they were singing the opening song, and just chills down my spine, chills. And once I watched it, I said, I guess I know what I've been missing out on. All the little children on stage were amazing. They're all great actors and actresses. So I said, let me watch that picture that you show every Christmas for 4 hours. It's better live. It's better live. No offense to the Miss Julie Andrews and all the other people that are in it. It's better live. I enjoyed it live. And I don't even know any of those people. The live one was good. Strong. One of my favorites is The Producers. The Producers, starring Matthew Broderick, Nathan Lane, Uma Thurman, some cameo appearances from Will Ferrell and others. I'm sure I'm forgetting some very funny people. But The Producers is fantastic. I believe it's a Mel Brooks musical. I might be wrong, but I think it's Mel Brooks. And the premise is that producers of theater and whatnot realize that if they put on a play that fails and they know it's going to fail, they can become rich. So, perfect, brilliant premise, hilarious actors, strong singers, strong dancers. It's a musical, and it's a fantastic one. I just rewatched it for a third or fourth time. Loved it. I love it every time I see it. You should see it too. Nathan Lane and surprisingly Matthew Broderick, both that stereotypical consummate professional, just to the letter kind of comedic Broadway style actors. Nathan Lane was also amazing in The Birdcage. Another, I guess you could call it, you probably can't call it a musical, but The Birdcage starring Nathan Lane, Robin Williams, I believe Paul Rudd is in it, Callista Flockhart, amazing as well. But back to The Producers. The Producers is hilarious, because you know at every turn they're being slightly deceitful, if not outrageously deceitful, specifically Nathan Lane's character. But another thing about The Producers that's great is it's this kind of show within a show. Like, we're making a show about a show for you to watch, which is always intriguing to me. And I've also been rewatching Curb Your Enthusiasm, which, P.S., the 10th season of Curb Your Enthusiasm is phenomenal. That's the one they most recently released. I can't believe how funny it is. The previous seasons, in rewatching them, I found one Larry David to be quite annoying in the role. I don't know if since I watched it the first time, I've grown up and I'm like, hey man, this guy's being ridiculous. And I'm not sure what the pacing is, or the script or improvised script changes they've done in season 10 that makes me love it all over again like I used to. But Curb Your Enthusiasm, amazing. Why I haven't watched Seinfeld front to back yet, I don't know. But Curb Your Enthusiasm, amazing. The connection between Curb Your Enthusiasm and The Producers, if you haven't already seen it, is they devote an entire season to putting Larry David in one of the titular roles in The Producers. And they bring in Ben Stiller, I believe, at one point. They bring in David Schwimmer to be his co-stars. And it's hilarious, as you'd expect. And just like that Producers show within a show thing, you've got all of these characters in Curb Your Enthusiasm telling people why they hired Larry David to be in their version of The Producers, because they assumed it would fail, because Larry David is a ornerous, cantankerous old guy who, it's amazing, doesn't ruin everything he touches. But a phenomenal picture. I love it. If you haven't already seen The Producers, watch it. Uma Thurman's fantastic in it. Will Ferrell plays a Nazi sympathizer, probably. But he's hilarious in it as well. Go see The Producers. I typically refrain from saying anything controversial. I am about to say something controversial on this podcast today. I think the movie Cats 2019 release is good. I said it. I think it's good. Rotten Tomatoes, any sort of critic or audience score I've seen, not good. No one likes it. No one likes it. People with cats, I believe, like it. And people who loved Cats, the Broadway musical, I believe they also like this. Why do I like it? I like it because it is one of those projects that is so bad, it goes all the way around to being good. That's what it is. It is a catastrophe wrapped up in huh and what, and all that's pretty good. All wrapped up together, mostly terrible, but so terrible, good. It's a strange picture, strange movie. I watched it for the first time because I had a feeling it was going to be so bad you needed to see it. You know, so bad you needed to see it. Not so bad, it might be good. So bad, if you haven't seen this yet, you're missing out. And I feel like a bunch of you are thinking, I'm missing out. Let me tell you why. Okay? First, let's start costuming. Okay? Somebody decided we've got all this new technology available to us. We can face swap people. We got all the CGIs you could ever want to CGI. We got all the stuff. Okay? We can make these people look like cats. We're not going to make it a cartoon, but we can make these people look like cats. Okay. Except I feel like somewhere in the post-production, they realized people that they created to look like cats look a little bit too much like cats. So they scaled it back. We still want them to look like people. It looks like. So now what they've created and released is a bunch of people who look like human cat hybrids. And it's not good. It's not good. They don't look like cats. They don't look like humans. They don't look enough like cats to fool you, and they don't look enough like humans for you to be comfortable. Why? Why did you do this? I don't understand. It's so strange that if you had a time machine and you could say Idris Elba, Judi Dench, Sir Ian McKellen, Taylor Swift, T Swift, Jason Derulo. If you could take all Mr. Corden, James Corden's in it, Rebel Wilson, there's a bunch of people, okay? If you had a time machine, you could say to all of those people, this is what you're going to look like in the Cats movie. I don't think you'd have all those people because they look ridiculous. Not catty enough, not human enough, human-cat hybrids. Furthermore, why are some of these cats wearing clothes? Why are they wearing clothes? Some cats have jackets on, some cats have pants on. Okay? One cat is wearing tap shoes. Tap shoes. Okay? I know I don't have any cats. Partial to dogs myself, but if you like cats, more power to you. I don't have cats. I know cats think that the house is theirs and you're their children. Okay. I know cats get into some stuff. Fine. Can cats wear tap shoes? Anybody got custom cat tap shoes for their cats? I don't think so. And even if they did, the shoes would not look like people's shoes. Okay? It just would not look like people's shoes. And you know what the tap shoes in this movie look like? People's shoes. What? Furthermore, back to the wearing of the clothes. You've got cats, like I said, in clothes. You've got cats not in clothes. The worst case scenario is a cat in this movie that had clothes on, and then for some reason, y'all took them off. So, a 2-hour movie, just under, has Idris, chocolate, beautiful, handsome old man, Idris Elba, wearing clothes for an hour and 20 minutes of the movie. Suddenly, Idris Elba's chocolate self does not have clothes on anymore. And now, what are we supposed to think about this? Because to me, I may have looked down at my phone for a second or went to grab a snack and came back to the TV, and all of a sudden, Idris is a naked cat. There are no indiscreet bits showing, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, he had clothes on. Now he does not have any clothes on. That's a naked cat. And you want us to take this seriously. I've never met a movie that questions my ability to suspend belief like the people at Cats have asked you to suspend belief for a long period of time. You've got these cats walking around on all four paws. You got them walking around on two paws. They're dancing, they're tap dancing, they're stripping. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. You just have to see it. It also has, as I'm sure you're wondering, well, why the hell do you like this movie? First of all, if none of what I said to you is fascinating, I don't even know how you got to this show. Okay? I don't even know how you got here if you don't find any of that cat stuff, assuming you've never seen it, absolutely fascinating. Okay? But the Cats, I have a feeling Cats has been as big as it's been for as long as it's been because it's got some bangers, some real Broadway show tunes. Okay? You've got the star, can't remember her name. She's not any of the big stars that I mentioned, but she's the main character. She's a beautiful singer. She's got a couple nice songs. She's a beautiful singer. She's a wonderful, I assume, ballet artist, ballet dancer. She's fantastic. No shade to her. But you've got Jennifer Hudson bringing that fire on Memory. What I want you to do, I know you're here, you're entertaining your time with me. What I want you to do is, if you don't want to watch the picture, even if you do want to watch the picture, I want you to Google Cats, Jennifer Hudson, Memory, watch the video. I want you to also Google Jennifer Hudson, Memory, maybe Oscars. You'll see her somewhere else wearing regular clothes, looking like a person. And watch both videos and tell me what they did in this Cats movie isn't absolutely nuts. But it's nuts in the best way. I've seen this terrible Cats movie from front to back at least 2 times. I've seen bits and pieces 20 times. It's always on the channels, the Craves, the HBOs. It's always on, so I flip to it. But when she's singing that song, I can't turn it off. It's amazing. She's one of the best singers of the generation, of her generation. She's one of the best. And it's crazy that she came from American Idol. My other favorite song is a song sung by Sir Ian McKellen, where he plays Gus, the theater cat. And it is a nice song about this cat who lives in the theaters and all of the trouble and mischief a theater cat would get into. And I think I'm partial to it because I've gone to some theaters. I've gone and watched some live shows, and I've seen some theater cats, and they look barely domesticated. Just they don't mess up any humans because they're used to having us in their space. But if you got between that cat and, like, I don't know, a piece of food, its bowl of milk, whatever it is, you'd find out how that cat got those scars. You'd find out how that theater cat has been in the theater for so long, because it's rough. It's a rough cat. People, it's walking under the aisles and the chairs. People are stepping on its tail for decades. And this cat's just like, It's fine. I know you like the singing and the dancing. Me too. I'll let you get away with it. But if you get between that cat and its food, night night. Night night for you. And whoever you came with. That cat's going to mess you up. But Gus, the theater cat, it's a great time. I'm sure it has a real name. That's how I remember it because it's so good. It's so well done. It's so poignant. It's funny. It's delightful. It's really good. I mean, I mentioned earlier, you got Jason Derulo, T Swiffy Swift. Okay? I imagine those were big gets. Or maybe they were producers. Maybe they wanted to be part of it. I'm not sure, but I imagine they were big gets for the people making this new Cats. Two of the absolute worst songs in the whole movie. Jason Derulo, T Swiffy Swift. I can't explain it. The arrangements were terrible. I'm not a music specialist. I'm not a specialist in any of the things I'm talking about. What I do have are eyeballs and ears that have been seasoned for years. Jason Derulo song, hot garbage. Taylor Swift song, people love Taylor Swift. Is that what she does on her albums for you guys? I can't believe that's true. I believe both of these people are very talented, strong singers, strong dancers. I don't listen to any of their music, but I'm sure they're good. I'm positive they're good. They were not good in this. They were so bad that it felt like I was watching the producers. They were so bad, it felt like they were trying to tank this movie a la the producers and somehow make a gang of money off of the fact that it failed. But Ian McClellan picked it up. Judi Dench had some good songs. Dame Judi Dench had some good songs. Jennifer Hudson brought that heat. Cats is a spectacle. It is a spectacle that should be enjoyed with an adult beverage, some time, and maybe on a rainy day like it is today in Toronto, just cuddled up waiting for the terrible stuff to happen on the TV screen. But Cats, as an overall thing, so bad it's good. So bad it's good. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Your support is appreciated. Please share, like, subscribe, rate, comment, review, wherever you get the show. Take care, y'all. See you in a week. Peace.